Well, hey guys, it's Viejo here. It is the second week of November here in 2022. We got a nice crisp day here on the central coast of California following a storm that rolled through yesterday. We got about an inch of rain here at the Casa de Bunning, which not a whole lot, but it was welcome for sure. Well, this video is going to be a VR to mdatlanta, and he is a forum member over on, pardon the jet jockey overhead. He's a forum member over on 76 Highboy Reloading Forum, and he was asking about a video that I had done quite a while ago, but got deleted when my channel got pulled down. So I was going to just repost it. I have all those videos stashed, but I thought I'd just go ahead and do a new one. And this is about the little case kicker that I have for my Lee Reloader press. That's the little small, lightweight C-type press. And so let's go over to that press and I'll show you what we're talking about. So here's this little press. Lee calls it the Reloader. Okay. I do have a different base on it. This base here comes from a fellow who sells them over on the Reloading Network, the Reloaders Network, sorry. Okay, it's got a little tray in there to capture your primers. And up in here, I just have a Lee Universal decapping die. I do a couple of other things with this press from time to time. There's a bullet puller over there, and sometimes I'll do some sizing of bullets if I just have a few to do. But when I come home from the range and bring home, you know, just maybe 100 cases or so, I'll decap them here because I like to wet tumble and I want the primers out of the primer pockets first. So that's just kind of a ritual. So I've got some cases here to deprime. Let me show you how this little tie wrap works as a case kicker. If you look closely, okay, right there, you can see that I've notched the ram handle a little bit. You can use a small flat file or your Dremel tool or something. It doesn't need to be much, but if you don't do that, then this cable tie is going to slide up because our ram handle is tapered. So you got to notch it just a little bit in order to get that thing to stay put. All right, so my hand will be in the way here a couple of times. So my case goes up in here and then obviously up into the die. And then watch right here. What happens is that little pointed tie wrap comes in there and contacts the case and just knocks it out, okay? So that tie wrap needs to contact the case just off center in order to get it to kick it out, okay? And for me, the direction that that tie wrap goes around the ram handle turned out to be kind of critical to get this thing to work right, to eject the cases out that way. Okay, so look at that direction. Okay, here's my little latch right there, and the cable tie comes around this way and then back up through, okay? If you were going to eject your cases the opposite direction, then I think you're gonna wanna put that cable tie around the opposite direction also. You might be able to get it to work in this orientation, but it didn't work for me when I did it that way. Then you would want that slightly pointing that direction, okay? Okay, let's take a look at one other parameter here. How close to that shell holder do you need to be? Okay, it is just slightly riding the top of the shell holder. It could be up higher than that. And so what I would suggest you do is when you're getting ready to set this up, go ahead and put a sacrificial tie wrap on here and get it adjusted to the right height. Then come over here and mark your ram handle with a Sharpie or something and come back and cut your little grooves in there. And you could just use a file to do that. Stuff is soft metal. So, but mine, okay, the tie wrap is angled slightly up, and that just happened by accident. So it comes in there, rides across, and catches that case right at the base. It could be a little higher than that, but if you catch the case up too high, it just kind of wants to, it'll just want to kind of tip the case like this, and it'll hang up in the shell holder. So it needs to catch the base as low as you can. Also notice that we've got just a little bit of a point there on the end of that tie wrap. And that helps guide the tie wrap sort of onto the case. I found that that works better than just leaving the end of the tie wrap flat. Okay. And that particular one has been on here for over a year without seeming to wear out, which surprises me. The first one or two that I had on there, I think were cheaper, thinner material. And they got a little sloppy right here. Okay, but you can see how I've got it fastened on there. It's pretty easy. And then, of course, you've got to have some sort of attachment system. This is a metal cart, and this is just a magnetic tray from Harbor Freight. Okay, that just sticks on there when I'm running the system, so that's real handy. Okay, so that's the system. It's pretty simple. It works real well. Okay, MD, there you go. I hope that helps out a little bit. And if any of you have any questions or need to know anything else about that system, just leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you on it. All right, for now, that's all she wrote.